I'm going to say it. Saturday night's main event was the best show of the year. Nothing for the rest of the year and nothing before can beat this show. This show was almost perfect. It was so... Every match was so unbelievably good. Cena's retirement match with Gunther. I liked the match. That was a good match. Forget about the finish for now, with the tapping out. We'll get to that. The match itself, it was really good. I know you enjoyed it too. The tag team match, Styles, Lee, Slater, Evans, phenomenal, pun intended. Sol Ruka versus Bayley, exceptional match. Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi, that was a really good match. Then Drew McIntyre comes in with the DQ. Starting off with the main event, John Cena retirement match. As a match, by itself, without any of the context of John Cena retiring, without the crowd, below average, being honest. Because, all there was like clotheslines, AAs, and a sleeper hold, really. But here's the thing. When you put everything together, that match was sensational. That match was magic. It was so good. Everyone wanted Cena to win. Gunther was getting booed out of the absolute building. Absolutely, I loved that match. That match was so good. The problem I have with it was I wish we had a bit more variation, and I don't like John Cena tapped out. I think it should have been he passed out or it was a TKO. The reason I don't like John Cena tapping out is because it's John Cena. I don't think he should have ever tapped out again. I 100% understand why he tapped out. I get why, and I completely understand it, but I just didn't want it to happen. I didn't want to see John... He's the guy that never gives up, and he gave up. I get it's his retirement, and it makes complete sense, but for me personally, I think a TKO would have been better. I think a technical knockout, a stoppage, a passing out, I think that would have been better because John Cena never gives up. I think there were too many finishes. That's one thing I didn't like about John Cena's matches this year. Just too many finishes. There was always like 3 or 4, and then they kept getting kicked out of. I wasn't a big fan of that. I like the idea of, finisher, he gets hit and then the match is over. But only like a WrestleMania should the finisher be kicked out of, in my opinion. But that's just me. I really like the match. And then the retirement afterwards, all the locker room comes out. CM Punk and Cody put the belts on Cena. Really nice touch. All the wrestlers come out. RVD was there. Booker T, Kurt Angle, Trish Stratus. Everyone was there. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I forgot about Kevin Owens. I loved it. It was such a nice moment. I don't like how Triple H got booed. Simply because it kind of makes it about him. I don't like that. I don't think he should have been booed. I think the thing should have been kept with Cena. Like even when Triple H went on the apron, like you could hear boos, and like it just takes away from the moment a little bit because the focus is on Triple H and not John Cena. That's what I didn't like about that. But I'm really happy Cody Rhodes and Punk gave Cena the belts, and then removing the armbands. Someone yelled out, "Drop the jorts too!" In the middle of the ring, leaving the shoes there, knee pads, not knee pad, but armband, wristbands, whatever. Leaving that in the ring as traditionally you do, and the video as well. The video was so nice. There was so much emotion. The crowd for that match, the crowd in the retirement, everyone stayed after the match. Everybody stayed for it because everyone was there for one reason. And that reason was John Cena. The video showing people saying things about Cena, him as a kid with a belt, making his own paper one, and then now he becomes the 17-time champion. It was such a beautiful ending. I think John Cena cemented himself as the greatest of all time. It was so good. And you could see Cena getting emotional as well as they're playing it. So good. And it just shows all the moments of his career, the music and everything, the memories he's created. Because he is the hero, he is the superhero of wrestling. Oh mate, it's sad that he's gone, because John Cena is WWE. He is Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan. They were WWF. They made that. Hogan was the 80s and early 90s in WCW, late 90s in WCW. Austin was late 90s, early 2000s, Attitude Era. But then 2000s, 2010s, I was carried by John Cena. He was the new Stone Cold after Stone Cold. And I don't mean that as in comparing them side by side. I mean that as in like stardom, recognition, being the face of the company. It was him. Oh mate, it's so sad. But we all knew this would happen. We had closure. But it was so good to see everyone there. I wish Randy Orton was there. That's another thing I wish they had there, Randy Orton. But it is what it is. You can't have everything perfect. Loved the main event. Javon Evans and Leon Slater taking on Styles and Lee. That was fantastic. That was such a good match. That was so high flying. Javon Evans and Leon Slater, absolutely insane. They were insane. And Styles, he can still go too. Dragon Lee was amazing. I'm going to be just as upset when Styles retires, because he is one of my favourites ever in the ring. For me, Styles is the best in ring ever. For me personally, I didn't grow up with Bret Hart, obviously. Shawn Michaels, I watched him on DVDs when I was younger. But Styles, he just does it for me. AJ Styles did it for me. I'm going to be sad to see him go. Great match. Bayley vs. Sol Ruka, they had an amazing match too. Sol Ruka really showed some really innovative moves, really unique offense. The cartwheel off the top rope into a DDT, moonsault to the outside, off the cartwheel. She is incredible. She's going to be amazing in the future to watch. And then Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. I was actually liking that match. I was really, really into that match until Drew McIntyre broke it up. Continuing that rivalry. But I am super happy for John Cena. It's sad to see him go, but it is what it is. And yeah, the crowd made this show. This DC crowd showed that why American crowds are also, they are amazing. European crowds, they get a lot of praise. Specifically France, they get a lot of praise for being, loud and bouncy all the time. But I feel like sometimes it takes away from the actual show because everyone's just focused on the crowd. What's the crowd doing? The crowd. And that's cool. But of course you're gonna be excited to see all these wrestlers when they come to your city once, twice, max 3 times a year. In America, they're there almost all the time. They're there a lot of the time, and it's normal for them. The America's had wrestling for decades, and I know the UK has as well. We've had a lot of wrestling for decades, but we've not had the big, massive company. Great crowd. Honestly, might be the best American crowd this year, maybe over the last 10 years. Absolutely phenomenal. They wanted Cena to win so bad. I wanted Cena to win. You wanted Cena to win. I'm kind of sad he didn't, to be honest. I would have taken just a roll up. Honestly, I think a roll up would have been cool, but passing the torch, you kind of have to do it on your way out. Thank you, John Cena. You are the GOAT. You are the greatest of all time when it comes to wrestling. That was a phenomenal show. Best show of the year. Better than Evolution, better than whatever good shows there were. I can't really remember at the moment, but fantastic show. For me, that was show of the year. Incredible stuff.